Speak on.
To the question of what about an interim website. Now, we did have an unsolicited proposal for an interim website to be built on a best efforts agreement sort of concept. And it would not necessarily have to be the final website of the City of Wildomar, but I'd like that to open that up to discussion.
Now, this is something I think we need, and this is something that will not change wherever we do hold our permanent meetings at. So the website can, I think, be created starting tomorrow, and it could always be something that people can go to and be able to contact us. You can have email addresses through there too, and that's something that's going to move with us wherever we go.
Okay, that's one thought.
I agree that the website is the most important thing to get up and moving at this time. We have several website addresses already. We'll probably use them all so that they'll all point to one. We need to pick a permanent one that we're going to keep. And we have, I think, a great proposal here from a gentleman named Rick Hardman for putting up our website. I've gone over this in detail, and the pricing looks fair for development and getting it up and running. He's proposed to do, and I have copies up here if anyone would like to look at this.
Could you mention what the pricing is, because that's
Yes.
something that will be figuring into our vote.
I was just going to go over what his content was: a homepage, the His Wildomar calendar, Wildomar in the news, join our mailing list, create our city motto, useful links, contact us, view meeting minutes. He's proposed to post all of those up there. The administration area, and maintain these areas. Pricing development was $1,250. Webmaster services was $100 a month, assuming 6 months until funding, $600. Hosting, including database optimization, backup, monitoring, $25 a month, assuming 6 months until funded, $125. Total bill, assuming funding in 6 months, would be $1,975.
$1,975. That's a good year.
That's a good price. That's a really good price.
The monthly rate would be $100 for the webmaster services, $25 a month for hosting, $125 a month once we're up and running.
Mine is, looks like a great proposal, and I would like to just sort of emphasize that this should be just an interim website, not necessarily the final one. The City Council should come back and look at this again and see how they want their website to be. Because right now it's ambiguous. We're not sure yet. So other than that, I don't have an objection to it. There is a question of what name it would go under, and my feeling on this, and I'll wait for somebody up here to contradict me, but my feeling is we do have a list of names, but I personally am not ready to vote for them. So I would suggest that the website be started right away, and we come back at our next meeting or the one after that and do some names.
How can you do it without a name?
Oh, they can set up the whole site. It's going to take them a while to set it up without having a location.
So, well, I have individual item I have comments on some of the individual items here. So do we want to address those now, or do we want to wait?
Let's do it.
Okay. Number one, the homepage. My comment on that is, I think the homepage should be about the city itself. And I know when I'm visiting either the county or other city web pages, one of my goals, and there's probably many goals, if people are just checking out Wildomar, it's one thing, but one of the goals is the dissemination of public information, agenda minutes, public documents that people can download. And I think, that has to be in a type of format that cannot be tampered with, PDF, and has to have the appropriate protection in place. So, because if we scan documents and put them on there, we do not want people tampering with them. And then under that, also the second item, the top news items, I don't know what he means by news. I think the homepage should be reflective of city information only. Then top calendar items, again, the homepage should be city-related calendar information, community calendar information. My feeling should be on a linked web page, on a linked page. And then a prominent invitation to participate in Pick the City Motto contest. We haven't discussed or voted on that at all. And one of the things that we have somewhat brought up is a visioning process. And maybe that could be part of that, or my feeling is visioning would be a first step to, prior to picking a city motto. An invitation to get on the mailing list. Does he mean the emailing list? Because we don't have money to send anything out through the U.S. mail at this point.
Yeah, email.
Okay, email? All right. Then down on number 4, Wildemar in the news. I don't think newspaper articles on the city webpage are necessarily appropriate. The Wildemar Voice carries this information and maybe some other web pages. I don't know that we should be spending the taxpayers' money on putting newspaper articles on the web page, and we might have other newspapers saying, hey, where's our articles? I mean, that's something I think I would want maybe legal counsel on. And under miscellaneous, number 1, everybody can flip to that. I don't know that we can legally add these to our base. I would want legal counsel advice on this.
Oh, yes, that's definitely a
And
definite, yes.
That's all my comments.
We And of course, he's submitted something, which were his thoughts on this. And I think I share a lot of the same thoughts that Cheryl has on this one. So, but I think that would just be a question of the council giving direction to the person creating the website. And
Well, I think we would be able to have to approve it before it goes live. We would see the final product before it went live to everyone.
boy, that would be a given as far as I was concerned, because there's lots of ways to do it. They're all good, but maybe we want a certain style that reflects what we think Wildemar is. And, but anyway, all those things are things that we can direct the web person to do. We can set up a committee, or we can ask our city manager to maybe coordinate this type of thing and make sure that we're all sort of, our needs are met on that website. That's one item. So we're not going to accept this as it's written. Not hearing that?
Correct.
Yeah, but I would like to go to the second part of it, which is with that proviso that we're going to go ahead and coordinate what's going to go on the site through the city council and probably the city manager. I'm wondering, are we at the point where we are ready to make a motion to set up a best efforts agreement for this website?
I make a motion to set our efforts agreement with Web Excellence Rick Hardiman.
I'll second that.
Is there further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries 5-0. See, I told you this was going fast.